Hey y'all, it's Harry. Today I'm going to show you how I did these red and black flannel nails that match my favorite shirt to wear when it gets cold. I started off with a base coat and then a couple of coats of Sinful Colors Snowy White. And then I topped that off with a coat of Seche Vite so that it would dry quickly and I could move on to the next couple of steps pretty fast. And then I used my acetone to clean up any excess polish along with my e.l.f. concealer brush. This is my striping tape. I pick it up off of eBay. I can usually get a pretty decent sized pack of like 10 or 12 of them for like a buck or two. So it's relatively inexpensive. I take my tweezers and place the first one onto the nail. I have to use the second finger to kind of help make sure that doesn't wiggle around. Press it down and then make sure it's snug on the nail so that I don't get any polish stuck up underneath it. And then I always have my little scissors handy so that I can snap off any excess tape so it doesn't get stuck to everything when I go to place my finger down. The second piece of tape, I am sticking as close to the first piece as I can so that I can get a wider nail. Sorry, wider line. I don't have any of the nail vinyls that are in larger widths than the striping tape, so I work with what I have. Um, and then I'm going in with the third piece of striping tape. I'm kind of breaking the nail down into thirds so it makes it a little more symmetrical. And again, making sure that's stuck on there really good so no polish pulls up underneath the tape and makes it look pretty bad. And I use my Wet n Wild black cream as well as a piece of a sponge that I cut off of a round sponge from one of the hobby stores. I dipped my sponge down into the polish and then I remembered, oh yeah, chapstick. This is my little trick for doing any kind of art where I may get polish onto my skin. I take my chapstick and just rub it around, make sure it gets nice and coated so that it makes removal of the polish so much easier. I know a lot of people use glue or I think it's liquid latex or something. I haven't tried that. I have a ton of old chapsticks lying around that I don't particularly care for, so it works. I dip my sponge into the black cream polish, and then I'm kind of sponging it on, and I'm noticing it's going on a little too opaque for my likings. I wanted it a little more scattered, I guess you could say. And so in a moment, I will go back in with the white and pick some of that up. There we go. And try to blend it a little better. And I go back and forth between the black and the white. I want to kind of make it a little heathered so it looks like it's got the black and the white fibers mixed in. It almost comes off looking gray, but you'll see in a little bit where it kind of looks gray, but you can still see the black. There we go. I zoomed in a little bit, and I'm using my tweezers to take the tape off while the top polishes are still a little wet. Thankfully, it didn't pull anything off, so. And then I go and clean my finger up off camera. Then I come back to the middle finger, and on this one I did the 2 lines, but I did 2 pieces of tape per line. I almost forgot my little chapstick trick, which I would have hated that if I had because, oh, just polish staining your skin is such a pain. I wanted to make the lines a little wider, so there I go with that. And just like with the first finger, going back and forth with the black and the white polish to try to kind of get that heathered out look. And if you see my fingers moving, I apologize. I'm listening to music, so my fingers are kind of dancing around to the beat of the song, which is making it little bit difficult to pull the tape off. But there we go. Now on the ring finger, I wanted to go vertical with the stripes instead of horizontal, just to mix it up a little bit. So I did on one side, I did 2 pieces of the striping tape, and for the other, I believe I did one. And rinse and repeat with the black and the white. And then for the pinky, I decided to go ahead and do like I did with the middle finger and go ahead and go in with 2 pieces for each line, just to try to make that, because my pinky is so funky. It's a little bit smaller, but I wanted to go ahead and just do something different there. And off comes the tape. Now that my nails are all cleaned up and top coated, um, I'm taking China Glaze Red Satin. This is for my Christmas collection a few years ago, but you could use any red cream polish. I'm using an old cheapy art brush, and I'm trying to draw the lines like you would see on a plaid T-shirt or sweat button up, whatever. So much plaid stuff going on nowadays. It's ridiculous. Um, but yeah, I'm going one vertical and then I believe one horizontal stripe per nail. And this polish is kind of, it's a cream, but it's almost like a jelly. So as we call it, a crelly. Um, but it's a little bit sheer. So, and then I'm taking my time and going through. Sometimes I have to go over it, and then sometimes I can go a little bit, and then I have to go back and grab more polish to finish up the line. And I apologize for going out of frame with this one. Trying to do this and stay in the frame of my cell phone was a little bit difficult, especially when I couldn't see the screen. And now I realize it and move my finger. And thankfully, the pinky was the easiest one of all. And there we go. Now all I need to do is add top coat. And I think this turned out really great. I'm going to have to do this again. So if you like it, please leave a comment. Please give me a thumbs up. And check below for all of my links for the link to the blog post as well.